when and I just had a call today with a guy using a virtual assistant to do seller calls, and we were kind of walking through some of the stuff, and I told him the two things that you want to figure out is time frame and interest level. Like, when are they actually going to sell, in the next 12 months or 18 months or whatever? They have an established time frame. My kid is moving, and we want them to go to kindergarten in this school, and they're 3 right now, and kindergarten starts when she's 4. And then, and that time frame is, so how do you guys? That's a quality lead for me, and when you know the time frame and you know their motivation level. But you guys, there's no way to sort that with your system, right?
Well, not necessarily. Well, there is with our system internally. There's you can set up different categories for your leads, and one of the things that a lot of the coaches that we work with and that we would recommend as well is having a lead categorization system. So you've got ABC leads. So an A lead would be got an appointment now, going to be in their door jam in the next 30 days, probably have the listing within 60 days. A lead, got an appointment right away. A B lead, thinking of doing something in the next 90 to 180 days. Okay, so within 6 months, be on market, ready to list. The follow-up campaign that you're going to put a B lead in is going to be very different than a C lead would be. A C lead would be I'm just curious, my grandfather built this house, I was born in this house, we're never going to sell this house, and that's the majority of what these leads say. But again, we see a large percentage of them, 80% of them, come to market in that 6 to 18 month time frame after they make that first inquiry.
Mm-hmm. And that brings up another good point, which is the follow-up. Is there anything specific that you can offer? I know you said it varies by the agent, but is there anyone that's really either doing it at a high level or is following up in a unique or a different way from most of the other or typical agents that you're seeing to where they're having really good success converting those leads?
Yes, so that's kind of a two-part question. First part, I think the most important thing is what we refer to as the initial call follow-up. And Daniel mentioned a moment ago timing. When a lead comes in, if it's at all possible to contact that lead within 15 minutes, preferably right away, you're going to have over 120% higher chance of connecting with that lead and qualifying with them. And if you've got 100 leads to qualify a month in order to get that listing that you're working for in that return, being able to qualify them quickly and work through them is going to be a big factor in how smoothly the system or internet leads integrates with your business and keeps you from becoming kind of a reactive agent. If you've got a plan and you time block, you can work an internet lead system appropriately. A lot of agents that don't have that in place, it ends up becoming a very reactive component to their business, and they end up kind of chasing for the whole rest of the day. So the first thing is to have an initial call follow-up, and it would go something like this. The lead comes in, we call them within 15 minutes. If they don't answer, we don't leave a message. Call back again between 4 and 6 that day. If they don't answer, we do leave a message. Okay, now they've seen the caller ID twice, and everybody has caller ID now, and they see when you're calling. People will appreciate the fact that you're being tenacious and reaching out multiple times, but not filling up their inbox with 15 different email or voicemail messages. So let them see you call twice a day, leave one message a day. Have another way of contact. So that was the first day. Comes in, we call right away, we don't get them, we call again, we leave a message. Following morning, between 8 and 9, send a video response. Hey, this is Matt. Thanks for checking your value at danvillehomevalues.com. I'm going to be reaching out today between 4 and 6 to make sure that your value is accurate and answer any questions that you might have. If you'd like to reach me before then, you can get me at 555-1212. Otherwise, I look forward to speaking to you. That's a generic voicemail. A lot of different systems out there have a mechanism for delivering that to multiple leads at once. So now you've done 2 phone calls and a video response, and so maybe between 4 and 6 that day you do an email. Or you do a phone call between 4 and 6, and the following morning between 8 and 9 is an email. And so what we're doing is we're breaking up the type of contact that we're doing, phone call, video, email. We're going back and forth. So we're not just calling, or filling up their inbox. We're stirring it up and giving them a chance to reply. But we're also showing them that we're professional and we're tenacious, we're reaching out, we're being diligent in our follow-up, but we're not being irritating and inundating them with emails and phone messages. So that would be the first thing.